Number 1 at 5. King 5 News starts now.
When you hear the term Black Watch, you think of city streets being scanned by vigilant neighbors. But the Coast Guard is taking the concept to Puget Sound, a first of its kind waterfront neighborhood watch on water. Here's King 5's Eric Wilkinson.
And on a clear day, I can see Bainbridge Island up to the north.
David Thorstad is now an unofficial member of the U.S. Coast Guard. His Federal Way home, perched high above Puget Sound, an impromptu lookout station.
Oh, I saw a flare on 2 different occasions, and then when I saw the police boat heading out, I just made a call to tell them that they were in the right direction. Thorstad
is part of a one-of-a-kind volunteer force on the waters of western Washington, summoned by the Coast Guard when there is trouble offshore. One of the cases Thorstad was involved in, this recent arrest of a homeless man who had stolen 2 yachts and was holding a woman against her will.
I'm glad the system worked, and it worked fast, it seems like.
Thorstad is one of about 100 civilian patrolmen all around the Puget Sound, keeping watch for everything from sinking ships to terrorist attacks.
Our furthest north here.
The Coast Guard headquarters in Seattle maps the locations of the spotters from Bellingham to Port Haddock, a sort of maritime neighborhood watch. When additional eyes around the sound are needed, that's who they call.
The Puget Sound has so many islands and so many miles of waterways that it's a very tough manage to get to those areas with the resources we have in the area.
If there's nothing in the area, then we don't necessarily have to dispatch one of our resources and give up our personnel's time as well as our unit's time, which is very important in case there is something that happens later on that's legitimate.
A combination of sight and sound, keeping western Washington waters safer for everyone. Eric Wilkinson, King 5 News.
If you're interested in joining the Coast Guard's watch team, just go to king5.com and click on local news for an application. They are in most need of people around Hood Canal.